Hi, I am Naveen, your social science teacher. Today's class we will be speaking about advent of Europeans to India. In the previous class, we spoke how did trade took place between India and Europe in Middle Age. First point we can tell like this: the trade and commerce relationship between India and Europe since ancient times. There is a great demand for Indian spices. Arab merchant carried Asian merchandise. Italian merchant would buy the goods. Constantinople was the center. Arab merchants had gained monopoly. Italian traders gained monopoly over the trade. Asia had brought good profits to Italian merchants. Discuss the reason that resulted in the discovery of new sea route to India. The trade between Asia and Europe was taking place through the Constantinople. Turks captured the city of Constantinople. Trade routes came under the control of Turks. The Turks started many taxes. Trade was not profitable. Some countries attempting to break the monopoly of Italian traders, encouraging sailors to find a new sea route to India. The invention of compass, astrolabe, gunpowder provided the additional support to search of new sea route to India. The first Portuguese sailor, Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, left the Lisbon and reached the Capado near Calicut on the west coast of India in the year of 1498. Up to here we have covered in last class. Today's class we are going to speak you here British rule in India. So we know that the Portuguese they came to India. After the Portuguese, Dutch people came, English came, and French they came. So after all those things, the British they started to rule India instead of making trading business. With the trading business, they have started to rule India. Today's class will be seeing that the British rule in India. After gaining political control over South India, the British, after the control of South India, the British tried to control over the Bengal provinces, that is in the 18th century we can call here. The Bengal province has achieved a tremendous growth in the areas of agriculture, commerce and industry. The East India Company was making the considerable profit of these provinces. The next one was Dastak was there. What is the Dastak means? It's a trade license issued by the Mughal ruler, that is Farrukh Shah. Farrukh Shah, the Dastak issued to the Mughal ruler, issued to British. The main reason for this, but Dastak that were limited to the company transaction were misused by the individual officers of the company too. This resulted in huge loss for the Bengal government. What are the Dastak was there that was they have started to misuse it. That is become the one of the great loss for the Bengal government. So that is the reason all the Nawabs from Murshid Ali Khan to Ali Vardi Khan. So Ali Vardi Khan will be the oppose such misuse. This led to the confirmation between the Nawabs and the company. Company in here I can call it as a British company. This resulted two crucial wars which charted a decisive course in the Indian history. Chief among that is the first one is the Battle of Plassey. So Battle of Plassey which has started in the year 1767. Battle of Plassey started in the year 1757. So we know that the misuse of Dastak was there, right, which was opposed by the Ali Vardi Khan. The Ali Vardi Khan was the Nawab of Bengal. He lost his life in the year of 1756. After the Ali Vardi Khan, his grandson Siraj Dowla, he came to the throne. Battle of Plassey took place between Nawab of Bengal, and that time it was Siraj Dowla, and the British in the year of 1757. If any war has to happen, there should be a reason. Without reason, nothing should be, right? So what is the reasons for the war? Already we know that the one reason was the misuse of Dastak. What is the misuse of Dastak? Siraj Dowla was furious that Dastak were misused by the official of the company, causing losses to the government treasury. So what are the trade license was there that was misused by the British company. So that's the reason that he has made, and it was led to the loss for the Bengal. And second one was mending the fort without permission. The British repaired the fort of Calcutta and placed the cannons on them. This further angered the Siraj Dowla, and he ordered the removal of cannons from the fort. But the British refused to do so, angering the Nawab further. Next one is the Black Room tragedy or Black Hole tragedy we are calling. Siraj Dowla conquered the Fort Ilium easily and imprisoned some of the Britishers. We know that in the previous reason, mending of the fort without permission was there, no? So for that, the war began with the Siraj Dowla and the company. Siraj Dowla won the battle and he took back his fort. So after that, he imprisoned the 146 English men in a small room in the fort, of which 123 died. So the 146 member was imprisoned by the Siraj Dowla, and they have kept in a small room. Under that, 123 members were died. This is we are calling as a Black Room tragedy or the Black Hole tragedy. This engraved the Robert Clive arrived in Bengal with a huge army. So Robert Clive attacked the local rich locals, like he attracted the rich locals like Manik Chand, Omi Chand, Jagnath Seth and others towards to him, and he also convinced Mir Jafar, the head of the military who was working in the Siraj Dowla, to stay neutral in the battle by offering the post of Nawab of Bengal. Encouraged by this development, Robert Clive declared the war against Siraj Dowla in the year of 1757. Everything went according to the plan of Clive. Siraj Dowla tried to escape from the battlefield. He was captured and killed. What are the effects or the outcomes of the war we can say here means? The war fought, that is, the war brought out immorality, lack of unity among the Indians, and greed of Indian businessmen. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. The company gained the exclusive rights to trade in Bengal. Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crores and 70 lakhs to Siraj Dowla as a war indemnity. In a nutshell, Mir Jafar became a victim of the company and its employees. Even though the treasury went bankrupt, Due to this greedy nature, the greedy lines of the company and its officials were never satisfied. The British projected Mir Jafar as an inefficient Nawab and brought in his nephew Mir Qasim as the new Nawab of Bengal. So this is about the Battle of Plassey, and the next class we are going to learn about the Battle of Buxar. Up to this, stay tuned to GJS and have a great day ahead.